Chief Davis, you and I have briefly talked about the Impact Initiative. What is it and who are your partners?
Okay, the Impact Initiative, Dee, we saw such an increase in shootings in the city of Youngstown. I reached out to Governor DeWine. Governor DeWine and his team graciously responded and sent a contingent of state highway patrol officers to come and collaborate with the Youngstown Police Department, the Mahoney County Sheriff's Office, the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearm, the Ohio Adult Parole Authority. And what we do is, actually we just announced you'll see some saturation patrols in the neighborhoods. And what we do is focus on the areas that have been selected by the Youngstown Police Departments as areas where there's an elevation in crime. And right now, as we know, that would be the south side. So they come out. This is there's no end date to this initiative. This initiative, the main purpose of this initiative is to impact quality of life issues. 95% of the people in Youngstown are good, decent, honest people. There's a small faction, probably 5%, that are creating these problems. And the Impact Initiative is focused on arresting those individuals and taking guns off of the street.
You have the ability to track where these incidents of violence are occurring.
Yes.
Do you have the ability to track into more detailed who's causing these crimes? Do they have prior juvenile records?
Yeah,
are they repeat offenders?
Yeah,
do you track that data?
That's a good question. We have Julie Orto is our crime data analyst. She does a fantastic job, and she does. I receive mapping of the areas monthly where the problem is. Now here's the thing. I learned this from a recent conference that I attended in Florida. I spoke to a former police chief in Philadelphia, Charles Ramsey, who pointed out that policing now has to evolve. These young people now are using social media. They're using social media to make threats back and forth with each other. One group offends the other group, and these young men, if they're offended by that, they'll take a gun and they'll resolve their issues by going out shooting each other.
I want to thank you again. Tomorrow we talk to the chief about the biggest challenges in solving the crimes of violence we have seen recently. I'm WKBN Community Affairs Director Dee Crawford.